All right, got Facebook Live going, and we're 10 seconds in. I think we're ready to. You all ready to start this thing? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, my Lord, watch me say, darkness comes and be afraid. Open for the light of day, down to the river I have had.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Drive with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part this week by our good friends out at Sportsman's Warehouse. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old U.S. of A. Can you believe it's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday on March 8th already? Huh? Can you believe that? Kind of crazy, huh? I'm telling you. No idea what that just popped up was, but that's all right. I got rid of that. Jeff, how's it going, Jeff? Good to see you. Gobble, gobble. Good to see you, too. So we're going to talk a little bit about turkeys. It's just going to be us today. You can watch us on the app. You can watch us on Facebook Live. You can listen to us on the website, theoutdoorcallradio.com. There's a player there. There's a few different ways you can listen to the programs, and just do it whatever is convenient for you. If you're on your way home now, hopefully you got us plugged into your CarPlay, and you can listen to us while you drive. So there you go. It's good to see everybody today. Happy Wednesday to you. Got the old pure whitetail hoodie on today. A little chilly today. So I'm getting a lot of. Before I get into the show, I want to thank everybody. Thanks for everybody that stopped by the Outdoor Call Radio booth at the Deer Classic. The Iowa Deer Classic was just a big smash this week. Got the chance to visit. Hey, Rick, what's going on, buddy? Got a chance to visit with several hundred people, and it was just thank you very much. Larry Mack and Andrew and Ryan and Kent and Lynette and everybody that was hanging out in the booth. We had the honor of having Josh's Hoyser, that big number 4 arrow. How do I say that? The number 4, the 4th biggest whitetail ever taken by a bow and arrow in the state of Missouri. We had that in the booth Friday and Saturday. That's Josh Hoyser's deer, and that was just awesome, man. A lot of people coming by want to hear Josh's story, and that was a lot of fun. So we appreciate Josh and his lovely family for doing that for us, and it was just a lot of good times. That was for sure. Let's see. Today, I talked with Jim Coffey today. Jim, if you've listened to the program, is one of our great biologists at the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. We will have Jim on the show Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on 1350 ESPN, our regular Saturday show. So if you get a chance to listen in there. Tommy Allen, what's going on, buddy? Tommy said he's ready to bust some beaks, and I'm sure he is. You talking about what you do for a living, or are you talking about turkey hunting? He's a police officer. He's talking turkeys. I don't want to get him in trouble. Tommy's a good guy. He also has Tommy, is that a donut shop or a fudge shop? I think it's like a candy fudge shop or something. But a donut thing wouldn't be the best. So I talked to Jim today, and I said, "Hey, what are we doing?" Tommy says, "Turkey hunting, definitely." I'm sorry, wasn't trying to be insensitive. I appreciate you, Tommy. Jim said he's hearing good things. He's saying they're basically the numbers look pretty good in Iowa. He said that the people that he has had a chance to visit. Now he wasn't at the Deer Classic. He was out doing stuff. He had to do other things, but he's saying that he is running into some good numbers across the state. I'm getting a ton of emails saying, "Dan, what should we do?" And this is the debate I want to have today. What should we do? Because I'm just like you. I'm just a guy that likes to hunt and fish. I am not a biologist. I'm not a professional. I am a guy that talks for a living and sometimes sits in front of a camera and on TV. But that does not make me a professional, does it? No, it just makes me. I'm just like you. I'm just a person that loves the outdoors. That's why my name's Outdoors Dan. But what should we do? If you're in an area that's got numbers that are not like they were, then, to me, I need to sit down and I need to look at what I'm seeing. I need to look and see what I'm seeing on trail camera. I need to see what my buddies across the fence line are seeing on the other farms. And then I'm going to make a conscious decision. Part of that's going to be, do I hunt? Go ahead and hunt. If the numbers are down, do I go ahead and hunt? Do I go ahead and do I not hunt and go somewhere else to hunt that's got better numbers? So in other words, do I self-regulate, or do I just not hunt and just trap? I mean, there's several options there. The state of Iowa is not telling you to regulate or not to hunt. They want you to go hunt. According to them, the numbers are okay. Every place is, I think, going to be, every farm is going to be a little different. I'm just trying to be as fair as I can. I think we got a great DNR. Jim Coffey is one of the finest biologists I've ever seen. I love Jim, and I trust him. So, but I think as if you got a lease or if you're a landowner, I mean, isn't this? It's an individual call that we're going to have to make, and I don't know how stuff. What do you think? What do you think? You can message me right here on Facebook Live. Lake of the Ozarks. Rick Seeker's down at Lake of the Ozarks. Good for you, Rick. Good for you. Um, I had a really nice email this week. It was two pager, or just a long post. And basically, they were saying, Dan, I've been hunting since 1969. The turkey numbers back in the 80s. Now, this gentleman lived in northern Missouri. He lives down by Lineville on the Iowa-Missouri border. Said back in the late 70s and 80s, we had. I mean, I could be on one ridge and hear over 100 toms. It hasn't been like that in several years. And I'm really discouraged. I don't know what's going on. Is it the predation? Is it lack of trapping? Is the nest robbers the situation is a virus? I mean, what is it? Lack of habitat? I can't believe that because we try to put out as much nesting cover as we can on the property. What do we need to do, or what do we got? What can we do to get to things back to where it was back in the 80s? Rick said he's working. He's not. It's rainy and cold in Missouri. He's working anyway. Maybe fish tomorrow if it quits for a bit. We left. Wife left me a list. Well, Rick, I tell you, if you're down in Lake of the Ozarks, the crappie bite is good. My buddy Dan caught several nice crappie yesterday. I will tell you that. So definitely, I would get into the fishing. So there you go. I don't, in my humble opinion, I don't think we're ever going to get the numbers that we had back in the late 70s and 80s. And the reason and what I'm basing or stating that on is that I don't believe we have. First of all, we don't have the habitat like we did back then. Farming practices have totally changed since then. We used to have fence rows and buffer strips. We don't have those anymore, hardly. Farming practices is basically road to road, and I'm not saying anything bad towards the farmers. God bless our farmers. I love our farmers. I'm just saying the practices have changed a little bit. So when you get into some of those parameters, I don't know if you can say that we're going to get those numbers back. I can tell you this: the raccoon population and the skunks, the squirrels, the snakes. You keep going. I can give you a plethora of different nest robbers. They're out of hand. Nobody's trapping anymore, and we've been saying this for several years now. The trapping's down. The price of furs are down. People to go run trap lines, they're losing money every time they go do it. Unless they're willing to make a commitment and put an investment in their property, in which some folks just aren't financially able to make that decision. But between the loss of habitat, farming practices, the increase of nest robbers, I'm sure there are some viruses involved here somewhere or other. I just don't think we're ever going to get the numbers back. Let me go back on Facebook and just kind of read. Greg says, I need to hunt coyote and foxes. I'm seeing less turkey in my area this year for sure. That's Greg on Facebook Live. Tommy Allen says, self-regulate. Don't be part of the problem. Hunting turkeys when population isn't good for social media drive and recognition. Aaron says, better have a bad day at fishing than have a good day at work. Well, aren't we all, Aaron? And other states have done great. Go hunt there, Tommy says. Tom, I agree with you a little bit. I mean, not everybody's got the opportunity to go hunt other states. Missouri, you can go get a non-resident tag on the over the counter down there. Missouri birds, their numbers are spotty as well. What's up, Jake Pike? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So I would think, we're going to. I'll give you a prime example. We're going to Kansas. Larry Ryan. I think Philip is going to be there. Philip Vanderpool. We always go to Donovan's at Triple H Outfitters in Lincoln, Kansas. We always start the season off there. And this is the first year that I'm buying one turkey tag. And I just bought it. As a matter of fact, I got it right on my phone. I just did it and uploaded it to my phone. We can usually take two birds. Now, some of the parts of the state did go to a one bird quota. Donovan's area or unit has not. It stayed at two birds. But Donovan made the decision as an outfitter. Happy Wednesday, Jim. Good to see you. Donovan made the decision as an outfitter this year that he's only going to let clients take one bird. So he's self-regulating, and he's doing that to protect the resource. And I think that's admirable that he's doing it. I mean, it's costing him money to do that because if people are going to buy a hunt and have the availability to get two birds, he would get more money for his hunts. But he's choosing not to do that this year. So I applaud Donovan to do that. I think this is going to be just an individual thing. Richard, what's up, buddy? Turkey season is approaching in New Jersey. Can only hunt till noon in the spring, fall, all day. There you go, Richard. Thank you. Appreciate that. Patrick, you're welcome. I'm going to mention you here in a second, buddy. So, that's another thing, too. Iowa, we can hunt from sunup to sunset, during the normal shooting hours. In Missouri, you're done at 1 o'clock. In other states, he said, like Richard just said it, in New Jersey, you're done at noon. So I don't know. Do we need to change the shooting times? I'm going to ask Jim a lot of these questions, and I want you to call in on Saturday when I have Jim on. If you have questions or concerns, I want you to call in because Jim's great about answering questions, and that's one of the things that I admire about him. So we'll go from there. Turkeys are thick in Clark County. You just have to know where to hunt. Well, Scott, I imagine like I said, it's county specific or farm specific. Numbers are going to be a little bit different everywhere you go. So anyway, that's part of the debate I'm having with folks on email, and we'll continue that conversation on Saturday on the Outdoor Call radio show with Outdoor Stand on 1350 ESPN Saturday 7 to 9, and then we'll have it on live Facebook Live as well. And I want to hear from you because, like I said, I want to hear what my fellow hunters' opinions are because I appreciate and value your opinions. It's just I don't want to say or talk, say my way is the best thing to do. Hey, Daryl, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I want to know what your opinion is as well. Hey, we had a great turnout again at the booth. I want to thank everybody that came in. We gave away some great prizes. Pete Iriati, Pete, I hope I'm saying that right. Pete the Donut Iriati, I think. I call him the Donut because he's a donut guy. He makes donuts for a living. Patrick O'Connor, Pete won the first place prize. I want to thank the fine folks at Alive Action Decoys, Wade and Teresa. Pete got himself a tom steak to use, which is really cool. He got a DSD hen decoy. He also got a Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call from Todd Rupert. Thank you, Todd. And he got, what else was in there? Oh, Tacticam 6.0 camera. So that was a heck of a turkey package. Patrick O'Connor, Patrick, don't call him Pat. Patrick, don't call me Pat O'Connor. Got the 6.0. He got a Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call and a Dave Smith decoy hen for his second place finish. And then our buddy Brian won a Tacticam 6.0. He ordered an Elite Era. We did a deal through Mark over at Archery Field and Sports. If you went and ordered a brand new Elite, we would put your name in a drawing give a new Tacticam 6.0 camera out. Thanks to the fine folks at Tacticam. And our buddy Brian won that. Mark drew his name yesterday. So congratulations to all the winners. That's awesome. I always like to see everybody win, that's for sure. All right, I need to take a real quick break. It's just me today, so I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll pick you up after this fine words from our sponsors.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now,
I
is a
said
good
that,
time to call
Rick.
the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Do you love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can deploy while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down, move it side to side, and even walk that tom up and back while it's on the platform. Alive Action Decoys are so amazingly lifelike, though. They're going to fool even the wariest old boss tom you got running around your woods. Plus, the good thing is they're made right here in the good old US of A. For more information about Alive Action Decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them at 815-674-1626. Take it from me, Outdoors Dan. They're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality
What's up, Skippy?
and hardware
Hey, Brant.
is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails,
Two more, guys.
snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all day.
Hey, Tony.
Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
Hey students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you
One
ever
more.
thought about using your passion to help you through
What's
college?
up, Hoyt? How you doing,
Grandview
bud?
University is a small
Thanks for the
private college
videos.
that is looking for students that have a passion for the
Hi,
shooting
Dan.
sports and learning. Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guarantee.
Ben, you hang in there, buddy. You'll get him.
That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of competition and learn.
Don't go nowhere. We're going to talk about that.
The feel of a larger campus with a ton of opportunities. So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
Hey, when that alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning, or you just need a cup of pick-me-up in the middle of the day, don't forget that cup of coffee is only a click away at purewhitetail.com. Some of my favorites are the all-day sit. Now, that's a medium roast to keep alert and be ready on the stand all day. If you like a flavorful cup of goodness, how about the Highlander Grog? That's a smooth butterscotch, spicy note of caramel. Coming back. Whiskey flavoring that will get your Scottish side all excited. Non-alcoholic, of course. Morning Embers is also a fine choice of coffee that will keep you feeling grooving all day. Pure Whitetail has select new roasts coming soon that will make great gifts for the coffee lover in your family. So when your coffee pot needs some new brew love, just go to purewhitetail.com and select Grill and Grind to order, and your coffee pot will be smelling better than ever.
Yeah, my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive with Outdoors Dan on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old state. We're talking turkeys. So Rick says Rox is enjoying that all day set. Well, there you go, Rick. Dan Anderson, how you doing? Ben, what's going on? Hoyt Aaron, how you doing? Tony Casey, Skippy Peterson, Brant, good to see you. Nick, how you doing, Nick? Thank you very much for checking in, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. Justin Jenkins says, I can't wait for opening day. I'm with you on that one. So Ben, I just got a message from Ben saying that he was kind of bummed that the numbers are going down in a lot of places because he has not got his gobbler yet. Here's the thing, the good thing about turkeys is if we don't have a lot of winter mortality and we don't have a lot of flooding, their numbers can get back to where they can get some population going in again. It's not like the numbers are not going to be like it was in the 80s, but it doesn't mean that we can't have decent turkey numbers if we do a few things in the properties that we're hunting. Make sure we got good quality food plots down, get some good places for them. Those hens that go nest. I'll give you a prime example. I had a honey hole here outside of Des Moines, and it was nothing to have 7 to 10 toms in the roosting tree every morning. And I went out there last year. I didn't hear a gobble. And I kind of, after daylight got out, I hunted till like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I still didn't hear any gobbling going on. So I got out and I kind of looked around, glassed a little bit, and I saw there was usually a CRP field to the southeast of where I hunt, and that field had been burnt off. So what did that do? Well, I'll tell you what it did. It moved them birds back to the south, more back down to the south where they had the CRP and the taller grass, so they had nesting cover. They started roosting about a quarter of a mile or to a half a mile down southeast of me than where I was. It totally changed the whole thing. So if you do go out on your farm or your hunting area and you do notice that you got things changing, then it's always good to look around and see what has changed or what might be affecting. Coyotes are rough of them. Yes, they are, Hoyt. They are. Good to see you at the Deer Classic. Larry Mack was great. Yes, he is. Larry Mack's always great, Jerry, and I appreciate that. So here's the thing, Ben. It took me forever to get good at getting turkeys to come in, I'm never going to be in the same class as Philip Vanderpool, Larry McCoy, some of my other buddies that are just really good turkey callers. I'm an average caller at best. But here's the thing. If I can do it, you can do it. Because last year I harvested my 91st bird with a turkey with a bow. So if I can do that, you can do it, buddy. Don't get discouraged. Don't worry. Hey, Jeff Knutson, good to see you, pal. Don't be discouraged. Don't worry about making a bad call. We'll talk more about this on Saturday, but turkeys make in between 26 to 28 different vocalizations, okay? You don't need to know all 26 to 28 vocalizations, and you don't need to be a pro caller at it. If you can learn to yelp, I've got my Rupert's Roost in Peace little call there. You want to see some pretty look at the detail on that call. Is that not cool? Todd Rupert, you're amazing, man. So I got me a slate call here. If you could just, if you're, I'll take a mouth call and I'll do my assembly yelps or my excited yelps with my mouth call. Everything else I do on a friction call or a slate or a crystal. And just do several little small quiet yelps. Clucks. Do some purrs. That was in my backpack from the deer class. Just some nice little subtle purrs, little yelps. What's up, Jerry? I gave Rocco snacks to call for me. There you go. Excited yelps, assembly yelps. I'll do my just little 3 to 4 or 5 note yelps. Do my clucks. Cluck and a purr. that's all you really do need to be successful coming in. He's a sucker for them Christmas trees. There you go, Nick. The cakes. Yeah, there you go. Rocco's weakness. I know what Rocco's kryptonite is now. The best thing I can tell you, Ben, the best advice I can give you, because this is what Philip and the guys, what really clicked in my head. I started listening to the hens. When when that lead hen flies down in the morning, I started listening to her and I started calling and emulating every call she made. I made it. When I started doing that, that's when I started getting really good about getting the hen to come my way, or a non-dominant tom to peel off and come my way, because and it ticks her off. A lot of the times it makes her mad, and she'll bring the boyfriend with her. I love it when she brings the boyfriend. That is one of the neatest, awesome things that they could do. But just don't worry about failing. Okay, get out there and again, here's the thing. The best, in my humble opinion, we all love to get out there in the dark, get into our blind or get set up on a tree, and hear them wake up in the morning, hear those first tree calls, fly down and start doing their mating dance, and start getting their pecking orders figured out. The best of time, I've probably taken 70% of my birds between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Now, we can legally hunt all day here in Iowa now, okay? From 10 a.m. on, that to me is some of the best productive hunting, because by then a lot of times that tom has bred that the hens that were on the roost ready to go, and they're out looking for new girlfriends. And that 10 to 2 time, I mean, I don't know how many times I've been sitting there. It's been really quiet, 9:30, 9:45, and then I'll just do some yelping. I'll just take my call and I'll just and I'll get a hammer, or just some yelps. I mean, it's just, I don't know how many times I've heard that. Turn the camera on. Within 5-10 minutes, I start hearing that spitting and drumming, and they come right in. So just don't leave. If first it doesn't work out first thing in the morning, take a sandwich with you, take you some coffee, a book, whatever you need to do to make sure you can stay till at least 11:30, 12 o'clock. Because if you leave earlier than that, you're missing out on some of the best hunting of the day. Dang, buddy, warn me next time you plan on calling like that so I can turn my phone up. Sorry, Hoyt. Probably. Well, I was calling soft. I wasn't calling loud. You should hear when I really crank on it, man. Larry and the guys are always laughing at me because they, especially that Paul Biggs, that Biggsy guy. That's all right. Hey, I told you, I'm an average caller at best, but I just I do okay. So I can't wait, man. It's going to be a great season. I knew this half hour was going to fly by. Just real quick, in Iowa, if you're here in the Iowa listening area, there's that Learn to Hunt program going on from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. It's a 2-part workshop scheduled from 6 to 9 on March 9th, tomorrow, and on the 16th at the Olafson Shooting Range near Polk City. If you want to take advantage of that, go and register online. It's $25 for that. The spring community trout stocking starts March 23rd. And they're going to be fishery staff. We're going to release between 1,000 and 2,000 rainbow trout in 13 lakes across Iowa in March and April as part of its cool weather trout program. Spring community trout stockings are a great place to take kids to catch your fish. Small hook and a night crawler is always a good thing to do. I'm going to be at Sportsman's Warehouse on Saturday after the show at 11 o'clock. I'll be there at 11 o'clock. If you bring the kids out, I'm going to do some drawings to let the kids win a Dave Smith turkey decoy. I've got 3 hen decoys for courtesy of Dave Smith. We're going to do a little turkey call, let the kids run some calls, let them run some box calls. We're going to talk to them about the turkeys, and then we're going to let you put their name in a drawing, and we're going to give some of those away. And I'll have a couple Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls to give away to some of the kids, too. So come out and see me Saturday in Ankeny. I will be out there at 11 o'clock. If it's free parking because it's at the Sportsman's Warehouse store, we'll be in the back, and we'll try and have some. I'll probably give some Soldier Boy beef jerky out and some other fun stuff. So make sure you come out and see me, and we'll have a good time on Saturday. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here in a little bit. Let's see, Hoyt, I'll have to read that later, buddy. I'm running out of time. If you need to get a hold of me, just message me here on Facebook. 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to be talking ghosts on unknown files. If you are on Facebook Live and you have the app, you want to go to the app here when I sign off because I got a special announcement, and I'm only going to make it to the people that listen to me on the app. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. I'll see you next time. We got to get out of here. I told you this half hour was going to fly. No pun intended. Turkey fly. We'll be right. We'll see you. See you at 7 o'clock on Unknown Files. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you at 7 o'clock. Head over to the app.